August 14th. 14th? Yep, 14th. And it is a Wednesday. Today's a shot day. That means I weighed myself this morning. I weighed in this morning at 245.8. 3 days ago when I weighed in, it was 248.8. So that's a 3-pound loss over 3 days. I'll take it, especially considering that I had a fairly good-sized meal last night and haven't gone to the bathroom yet. So chances are I actually weigh even less than that. But officially, it's 245.8. And I've been feeling pretty good. I've been having the heart palpitations on and off again lately. You'll notice I'm not wearing the monitor anymore. I was supposed to wear it for 14 days, and it came off today in the shower. I've been trying to do so well, taking very short showers. I haven't washed my hair in like 4 days, I think. It's so gross. I hate not washing my hair daily or every other day at the very latest. And now I'm like 4 or 5 days. And I don't know why the patches, like the adhesive, didn't stay on. But I called the place and they said, well, you've had it on for at least 7 days. That's half of the time you're supposed to have it. We can probably get some good data from that. And that was yesterday when I called. And then today I was like, do I take a shower? Do I not take a shower? Maybe I'll just use like a washcloth and clean the important bits. But I'm like, yeah, I'll take a shower. And then it was just like, so I sent that back today. It's unfortunate because the first 4 or 5 days, I literally had no palpitations. And then just over the last few days, they've started up again. So this coming week, maybe would have had better data. I'm supposed to get my period tomorrow. Although since I am perimenopause, it doesn't actually, fall on the correct day. So it could be tomorrow. It could be a week from now. Who knows? It would be I really should keep track of when palpitations start getting worse and then try to mark it in conjunction with my cycle, tweaked as it is right now. I didn't think it had anything to do with hormones, but I don't know. So who knows? I called my doctor today to set up an appointment to see if I can get a CT scan. My dad just got a CT for his lungs, but it showed his heart, because it's the same general type area. And they saw that his arteries are very clogged. He's got a lot of plaque in there. So I thought, well, if they could see that on his CT, I would like to get a CT as well, because it's non-invasive, right? And it would give me peace of mind to know that my valves and my arteries are still relatively clear. And if they're not, then that'd be good to know too. So I have that appointment coming up the 20th, maybe. So in a few days, like next week, I think. Other than that, though, I haven't really been having bloating from taking my shot so frequently, every 3 days, as I have been doing. No bloating, really. I've had sulfur burps a couple times, but I think that's really, it has to do more with what I've eaten, not digesting as quickly. That's causing it, not maybe the shot itself, kind of a thing. So that's something to keep an eye on. I bought some corn on the cob at Smith's grocery store a few days ago, and I, took all the silk off and everything and boiled it, and it was so good. I had it with butter and salt. Super good. Well, every time I go to Smith's, I look to see what they have on markdown on clearance, because it's like, you need to eat this within the next couple days, and you can find some really good deals that way. So they had these already shucked, nice looking pieces of corn. There's like 4 of them in this package, and it was like green hatch chili. Basically what you're supposed to do is cook the corn, slather it with mayo, then shake this seasoning, this Mexican seasoning over it, and then some cotija cheese on it. And it's like street corn, basically. I have never put mayo on corn before. I've always been a butter and salt kind of a girl, but I'm like, this is marked down. It's cheap. Why not try it? And I'm so glad that I did. It's crazy. I took a picture of it and it looks so tasty. And I also like the way my legs look in this photo. I just think it's kind of funny. I look curvy, but kind of svelte at the same time. I like it. But it was really good. I don't know why I've been sleeping on mayo on corn on the cob, but if you guys haven't tried that yet, It's pretty good. So I had that for breakfast, basically 4 pieces of corn on the cob with mayo and seasoning and cotija cheese. And then I polished off like half of a pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. That was my very healthy kind of a meal. Vegetarian. Yeah, vegetarian even. So, and I had a couple slices of nectarine, I guess. I was trying to finish off some nectarines that were going a little too soft. So, yeah, I watched Twisters the other day. My husband and I watched that. It's not the sequel to Twister, but there were some callbacks to different aspects of the movie. So none of the original cast was in it, but different callbacks in it, which it was just fun. And Glenn Powell, he's such a cutie. Like, he's been in some stuff, and I think he's just adorable. But it was a very good action film. There is some comedic moments to it. The graphics I thought were pretty good. The CGI type scenes. So yeah, I would recommend watching that. It was good stuff. And I'm rewatching the Scandal TV series. I never actually ended up finishing it. I guess there's 7 seasons. I think I probably watched through season 5 last time, but I just started season 1 and they only had 7 episodes the first season. I had to look to make sure that I had that correct, and there's only 7 episodes. So I just finished episode 7 of season 1, so I'm going into season 2. And that's about it. The school year is starting soon. We start next week. I've got some different appointments for the kids to try to do before school starts. I have some appointments for myself. I'm taking my dad to multiple appointments. So as much as I would like to be bringing in extra money, to help the family, I do have to say, I feel like I do, especially in the summertime, quite a lot between wrangling kids and doing play dates and doing appointments and then helping my dad out. I feel like I definitely contribute, even if it's not monetarily. I do a lot. My husband is taking a much needed backpacking trip with a friend of his. So he'll be gone for a little bit, and I'm excited for him. I wish that I liked the outdoors as much as he does. And I do like, I like it, but I wish that there weren't bugs, and I don't like humidity, and I don't like it when it's too hot. So I like it in a very specific manner, but I feel like it fills my soul when I'm outside in those perfect conditions. I love listening to the wind as it rustles the trees, the leaves, and I like seeing, the chipmunks and like butterflies. I'm okay with butterflies, and like honeybees and stuff like that. It's peaceful, being out there, but I don't like being too hot, and I don't like sleeping on the ground uncomfortably. There's a lot of different things where I'm glad that he's got a friend who likes to do backpacking as much as my husband does, so that he can feed his soul in that manner. And yeah. All right. I think that's it today. So I'm pleased with the weight loss that is showing. I did my shot earlier today, 5 milligrams. It was a pretty easy shot going in. It wasn't, anything crazy. So yeah. Oh, I tried this thing called a BAP technique the other day. This is cosmetic stuff now. Basically, you've got like 5 points. You've got a point like right here, and then right here, and I think it's like right here, and then right here. I don't know. There's like 5. It almost looks like a star kind of, but you do it on either side. Basically, you inject under the skin, use a needle, and under the skin, you pump in either fillers or hydration stuff. So I tried that the other day, and my hands were shaking when I was doing it because I was doing it with the needle, and I'm just like, oh, and I don't have any like lidocaine type cream or anything, so nothing was numbed. And so definitely, like, I was able to do like here and here pretty well, and it always leaves like little lumps when you're done, because that's like the filler or the hydration, like higher on type fluid. So I was able to get a decent amount where my crow's feet areas are. I could not really get anything near this. Is this a tragus, maybe? This area over here. And then, so you take your middle, and then you go like like I don't know, centimeter or two. So basically it's like middle of your lips. I didn't really get much in there. It hurts for one, and I didn't know if I was going in too shallowly or anything. So I did notice a little bit of difference with my crow's feet areas, and I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I want to do it right. And people were saying, well, the BAP technique, which is stands for bioaesthetic points, I think is what that is. So if you do mesotherapy is taking a needle and just doing a lot of injections and depositing things. Basically your face looks like Hellraiser when you're done. It's got so many different points that you've injected tiny little bits of whatever it is that you're injecting under the skin. So you've got just a whole map on your face of these tiny little bumps, which over the course of 24 hours basically smooth out and help either fill or rehydrate your face depending on what you're doing. There's no way that I'm going to do that by hand. And so what I did was I bought it's called the Easy Injector, and you've got this pen tip that you put on, and I'm doing the 9 needles. So it's in sets of 3, 3, 3, and 3. So basically you set the pen, or the device, and when you click the button, depending on where you have it, it vacuums up your skin into the pin. Then it pushes the needles forward to inject whatever your serum is, and then it lets it go. And you can see on your skin, because it vacuumed it up, where those points are, so you're not going over those points. So then you can move your pen over a little bit and then do it again and do it again. I am going to get some kind of a lidocaine cream, which is what most people do. That's a whole thing though, because I've read a couple accounts where people have either gone too high with the lidocaine percentage, or they left it on too long and they thought that they were going to die. It was a whole thing. So I'm a little nervous about that, and I'll probably go with a lower percentage. I have to do some more research. But I already have the Hyaluron, which is what I want to start with, because it's a relatively benign hydrating type fluid. It's supposed to help with elasticity and to help collagen and all that good stuff. But I bought it on AliExpress, I think. So it's coming from China. It'll probably be 2 to 3 weeks at least before I get it. But I am excited to try that because I love all the cosmetic stuff. I think it's kind of fun. And I've seen some really good results with mesotherapy. Having said all that, the whole reason from what I've read that the BAP technique came about was because people didn't want to have to do so many needle injections in their face, just this whole of face needle. So they figure if they get the 5 main points, then that kind of gives you something close to it. So I might still do the BAP techniques from time to time. I definitely want to numb the areas first before I do it. I think that's probably important for me, at least the first few times. Whenever I get the pen though, that takes a lot of the guesswork out of it, because you're setting the depth that you're going to and you're setting the dose. So with me having to hold the syringe with the plunger and get it in there, and then trying to watch, because the syringe has lines on it, and trying to get the exact right amount of 0.2 milliliters or whatever of product. You can set that in the device. And so when you push the button, it's just going to automatically inject that amount, right? So it's a much more cohesive thing to do altogether. That being said, if I do it by hand, I would probably get, at least for the BAP stuff, I'd probably get pretty well going on it. But for now, it makes me shaky and feel vomity, because who wants to push needles into their skin over and over again in the name of beauty? I don't know. I still don't think I'm going to get on the whole do-it-yourself Botox at home. I never had Botox, and it'd probably be good for me, these areas. And actually, my marionette lines are not too bad. But I don't think that I'll be doing Botox, let alone Botox at home. They do have stuff where they say if you use the Botox and you put it in your serum and you do the micro needling that we've discussed before, and I still have that, I don't know if that's what they mean by like a baby tox, but you can kind of microneedle Botox into your skin at a very shallow depth, and it can do quite a bit for you. So you don't have to go into your muscles of your face. I have thought about going to an oral surgeon to get Botox into my jaws because I clench my teeth a lot. Like when I'm stressed about something, or at night when I'm sleeping, I'm clenching a lot, and they're like, hey, your teeth are getting worn down. So now I wear a mouth guard at night. But that doesn't stop me from clenching my teeth. And I'll wake up some mornings and I can just tell that I've just been clenching so hard with my teeth. And they say that if you get Botox injections into the jaw, it can stop that, because it's like a tick basically for me. So it can kind of stop that, where you have to consciously be like, all right, I'm eating something, I need to move my jaws back and forth. That's not just gonna do it on its own. So I've heard. Kind of still mulling that around. But I don't know. I think it's just a lot of retraining myself. I've been doing this for years. I didn't used to do it, but I've been doing it for years now, just clenching. And every time I do it, so long as I can have myself stop doing it, I think that helps a little bit. But I'm obviously, when I'm at night sleeping, I don't consciously have any action over that. So I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty. 5 milligram shot today. 245.8. I will take that. That means I'm just like a couple pounds away from 40 pounds right now. Because I think I started at like 282 maybe. And at 245, I feel like I'm very close to 40 pounds. So let's just keep hoping that I just keep, going on that downward trajectory. All right, guys, I will see you in another 3 days. Bye.